All right, ladies and Germans, we are now in a recorded session with AJ Nero Trahan, also known as AJ the Nightmare Enigma. Tell us, AJ, how have you been these past couple of months? It's been a while since our last interview.
Yeah, just doing shows here and there. Life's been up and down for me. Personal deals, home, just a lot of crazy stuff. Nothing to be concerned about though.
That's good, that's good. How's the alienation working out for you?
Alienation's fine. I got him back on my side again, and it feels great. It feels great to be to have him, backing me up, considering how I used to just badmouth him all the time. And the Dark Brotherhood thing, I was in a really bad place whenever I came up with that deal. Angry at things that maybe I shouldn't have been angry about and went about the wrong way. But like I said, everything's cool now. Alien Nation's behind my side, and I'm willing to fight for him.
That's good. So everything's back to normal for the most part?
For the most part, yeah.
Any concerns about the Dark Brotherhood's retaliation?
Well, I was expecting a retaliation. Sure enough, we're not going to get one from Wicked Jester, considering how he's out permanently. The one I'm truly concerned about, even though I kind of had my deal with him last show, is Luke Cypher, because he was the most unstable. A lot of people think Joker Wild would have been the most unstable, but that is not the case. Joker Wild is mainly a guinea pig. He was a destructive guy, but he did pretty much anything he was told. So it wasn't Joker Wild I'd have a problem with. Luke Cypher, he always tried to take control, tried to get under my skin and use his word over mine. Kind of like the whole thing with Mr. Extreme. You saw he was trying to push his leadership onto everybody, and I got sick of it. It's one of the few things I got sick of with Brotherhood, that they were doing things they weren't telling me, hurting, costing Ezel his career and shooting Hakuma in the foot, and just doing things that I never told him to do.
Yeah, terrible shot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Joker Wild seems to claim responsibility for Jester's death. Something about cooking him. Have you heard anything on that note?
I don't know anything about that. All I know is that when we were having where we usually have our meeting spots, they were having a meeting without me, of course, because of me being a traitor. I called Jester off guard and basically beat the hell out of him. I felt really good about that. Just kind of laid him there. Whatever happened to him after that, I really don't know. It's whatever the Brotherhood decided to do with him. I hear a lot of rumors I got shot him with this, I got shot him with that, but I know what happened with me, and that's all that really matters.
So you just beat him there and left him for dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't blame you. Some people have started calling you Nero. What's up with that?
Nero is... I really don't remember how that came about. Just everybody knows AJ is just initials for my first two names. Nero, I don't remember exactly how that came about. I just remember mentioning something with somebody, and I put it on my Facebook page and stuff like that, and it just kind of stuck. So as far as people know, my name's AJ Nero Trahan.
That's always good. Any particular plans for the future, as far as maybe protection or striking back or whatever the case may be, should the Brotherhood retaliate?
Well, the Brotherhood's going to do what they want to do. As of right now, I'm not particularly worried about them. Whatever they do, and I'm worried about it when the time arises. As of right now, I'm going to focus on me and my brother defending the tag titles that we took from Blood and Ashes.
Which was an epic match, by the way.
Thank you. Defending the tag titles, me focusing on still kind of pursuing my singles career at the same time. Only two titles I haven't won at XSW, and I plan on doing so, which is the lightweight title and the international title. Which I'm not facing him for this title, but as far as I know, I'll be getting one of the two champions pretty soon.
You prepared for the 30th?
I'm always prepared for the shows, man. I'm prepared for the shows right after the last show. It drives me nuts that we can't do the shows more often than we already do. Especially since we're doing a lot of ring maintenance and stuff. We're not getting a whole lot of practice in.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts.
Well, I noticed you have a symbol across your neck. I recognize the Hardy Boys one, but what's with the other one?
It's Wiccan thing. I studied a lot of different religions. You know, not to be hypocritical or anything. It's just like understanding them and seeing like what each one is about. And like in a way, a lot of them are the same things. Like people ridicule you and they kill people for their beliefs, and it's crazy to think like that. But that's what they do, man. And I want to understand them all. And like I like the Wiccan faith because they believe in like the spirit of the earth and stuff like that, which is really is the same as the Catholics and Christians with you know, their view on God and stuff like that. As of my views, you know, I believe in a higher power. I can't really say if it's a God or anything like that. If it's just one guy, but I do believe like something is doing something. And if you can't believe in something, what do you have? Like people who don't believe in anything, I don't see how they live. I don't see how they can go through their lives thinking that you live, you die. There's no intangible. I mean, there's no proof, honestly, but you know, it's about faith, man. It's all about faith.
Well spoken. So tell me, what's your background like? Where do you get your mindset from?
A lot of people look at me and just think like I'm a Jeff Hardy ripoff, which ain't really the deal. Like me and my brother, we grew up. We were huge fans of the Hardys. We loved like their style and what they did, and we loved their story, like how they lost their mother at such a young age. Like I don't know what that's like, but I lost like my aunt who was like a mother to me. So if that counts for anything, I love how like Jeff, how he always like he's so different. He's so different from everyone else, and he doesn't care. Like you keep everybody looks at him so weird, and he doesn't care because he's him. And if you can't be yourself, who are you gonna be? He's always pushing like, don't be afraid of your own to go in your own skin. You know, be as weird as you can. Be yourself. If you're weird, you're weird. If you're not, you're not. I mean, what's weird nowadays is just different views on things. I've always tried to be a nice guy. I always tried to be a nice person because I was always raised that way. You know, my dad always said that you know, if you're nice, hopefully good things will happen. You know, it's always the bad people who get everything, but in the end, what do they have after that? And that's why I try to look on things to try to do my best for the people. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm with XSW, to entertain people. I'm not here just for me. I'm not here just to become pro, though that is my original plan, to become pro and be world champion someday. But you know, people need something to get their mind off of lives because life is so hard right now, with economy and with everything going on. And you know, that's where I get all my stuff from. I do it to entertain the people.
My understanding is we've been receiving competition messages, or messages from the competition, I should say. You have anything you'd like to reiterate back to them?
I always love competition, man. As far as just trying to like erase us out, I don't really agree with that because you know, we have every right to do this as much as them. We work hard, and we do our best to put on great shows, and we always get good feedback. But if they want to challenge us, I say bring it. I'm always up for a challenge. I'm always up to somebody who can push me to points I've never gotten before and make me do things that I've never done before and get better. That's all that happens. I find somebody better than me, they beat me, I get better and come back. So that's all I gotta say about that. They want some, come get some.
There you go, well spoken. Johnny Cross, you beat him, what was it, 2-3 months ago?
About 2 months ago.
There are rumors that state he's coming back. Mm-hmm. Any thought on that?
Well, if anybody saw the show with me and the Dark Brotherhood and everything, with me and Matt Phoenix and stuff, he was actually refereeing that match. That was actually him, and we squashed our differences that show. We're cool now. We both had different views, and like we still kind of have our different views, but considering how me and Johnny actually have a past and another company and everything, you know, it wasn't hard for us to squash our differences and, you know, be cool again. So he does his thing, I do my thing, and so we see where it goes from there.
I see.
I welcome back. I welcome him back.
Well, that's good. Next title you'd prefer to hold? We covered this a little bit. I just want to elaborate.
Like I said earlier, I'm gonna go for the lightweight or international because that's the only two I haven't won yet. My goal for the end of the year would be to win COC back again, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. I want to have it by New Year's for our big show. You know, our biggest show of the year, Mayhem to Midnight, which is New Year's Day. Hopefully have that in headline. That's what I'm always looking forward to. But my main goal is to be Grand Slam and to win the lightweight international. That's what I'm heading for next.
I see. personal preference as to who you'd face in the ring at a WWE stage, like as far as an XSW superstar would go.
All I can really say is if you want to make it big, you got to work hard, and you have to dedicate yourself to it. And that's what I do every day. I live for this. I sleep, eat, breathe this business, and I love it with every fiber of my being. And if I don't make it pro, I damn well will die trying. And there's nobody who can tell me otherwise. There's nobody who can tell me that my dreams are stupid, because nobody's dreams are stupid. You have a dream and you want to be something. If you want to be a garbage man, hey, that's your dream. If that's really your dream, go for it. I don't push away anybody's personal desires, and I pray that they wouldn't push mine either. But anybody in XSW wants to make it WWE or anything like that, go for it. Just know that it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of heart, a lot of dedication, a lot of pain, blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm looking forward to that, quite honestly.
Wow. If you could take on any one WWE or TNA superstar, who would you choose and why?
Like, are we talking current or...
Current, past?
To be honest, this is kind of like a no-brainer. Jeff Hardy would be one of my first guys to go against, because that's my idol. I look up to him, and he's influenced me so much. And if I could face him just one time, whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter. Just facing him would be a huge honor. Like so many other guys I'd love to face that I can't face, like Edge, who was forced to retire because he had spinal problems. Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, who passed away. Macho Man Randy Savage, who died. People who've retired and won't get back in the ring, like Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I pray that the Undertaker's still around by then, because I do want to face the Undertaker at WrestleMania at least once. I don't care if I win the streak or if I end the streak or not. I just want to have that honor.
Mad respect to all of them. Top 5 inspirational wrestlers.
Top 5 inspirational, like, again, Jeff Hardy would be number 1. Number 2 would be his brother Matt, because they share the same story basically. Stone Cold Steve Austin, only because like he went in, he was himself. He did not give a rat's ass about anybody. He went in, he did what he did.
Right.
The Rock, because he was so cool with the fans. The fans were wherever he goes, people know him from his movies or from him being in the ring, and they all know he's the Rock. He's the people's champion. And the 5th one would be like Hulk Hogan, because he's done so much for the business. He revolutionized the business and paved the way for those of us who want to do this for a living. And with him being in TNA, running TNA and shit like that, that's one of the reasons why I'd love to be in TNA, because of Hulk Hogan.
How do you feel about Sting becoming the TNA World Heavyweight Champion by the hands of Kurt Angle?
Sting I've always had a huge respect for. Like back in WCW, he was one of my favorite wrestlers alongside Goldberg. I don't like seeing him like this is kind of weird for me, because I'm always used to just the plain black and white Sting, like he showed respect in the ring, and he went in there and he had that old school mentality of wrestling wrestling in every match like it's his last. Kurt Angle, I respect him for like what he did in the Olympics and stuff like that, and what he's done for the business as well. I haven't really been keeping up with TNA as much as I would like to, because like I've been so busy and stuff like that. But as far as Sting being World Heavyweight Champion, whether it's by the hands of Kurt Angle or not, Sting works hard. He's worked hard for decades, and I respect Sting 100%. So more power to him. World Heavyweight Champion, good for him.
Kurt Angle has been considering, either he is considering or he is trying out for the 2014 Olympics. I think it's the 2014 Olympics.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Again, more power to him. Kurt Angle's an amazing athlete. And honestly, I think if he would go in for the Olympics for wrestling, those guys would have their hands full. Because, yeah, I get it. He's in TNA. It's, it's a show, but these guys are athletes, and we're athletes doing this, and we get hurt. And we have to have the experience. We have to have the moves in order to do that. And Kurt Angle honestly has the most wrestling experience of almost anybody else in this business right now. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Kurt Angle on that to get his next medal.
Well, that's always good. Heard anything lately from the Anarchist?
I hear from him every now and then. Not much, he has a kid along the way.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, him and his girl having a kid. She's an amazing girl. She's a sweet girl, and she's so good to him. I'm really happy for him on that. But like I said, I don't hear much from him. He mentioned coming back to the company for commentary, considering how he can't wrestle because of his back, which honestly, kind of upset me because I'd like to have that one more match with him.
Yeah.
I've yet to beat Dan Arcus in the ring 1-on-1, and I'd like to have had done that. But if that's the way it is, that's the way it is, man. Whatever he decides to do, I'm always open to him. He has my number. I have his number. If he ever needs something, he knows he can come to me.
Top 5 most challenging matches you've had in the XSW career.
Top 5 most challenging in XSW. Number 1 would definitely be my match with the Juggernaut. This is his first year doing this. He's only been here for a few months, and he shows so much promise with me and him having that rivalry and everything. The fans love him, and he's an awesome athlete, and he gives us everything in that ring. So he gave me a handful, and his victory over me was well deserved. The second one had to be the current match of the year, me versus Rodrigue, New Year's Day. He RKO'd me so many times, and he hit me so many times, and he gave me a fight for my life. And the fact that it ended up in a draw just leaves a lot of questions. Yeah, I came back and beat him another time, but that match was nowhere near as epic as the one we had New Year's Day. Another hard-fought victory was hard-fought match, not victory, but a match, was me versus the Anarchist for the first ever COC title. I was the heavyweight champion at the time. I was the first heavyweight champion, and he was the hardcore champion. And we went through the tournament. I beat the Rooster in the first round, back when he was still around.
God rest him.
Yeah. And then I faced Ezekiel Ezel in the hardcore match. And despite how it went down, it was still a hard-fought match, and I respect him 100% for how much he was able to push me and how much he gave me. Another hard one would be when me and Dennis first won the tag titles. Well, not when we first won, because that was a handicap match basically, but defending them against the Ass Clowns and stuff. We never really got into the ring together. I did wrestling with another company, but this is his first time. So even though we were brothers, it was still trying to meld together and get our teamwork settled, and we never truly got it done. So I think that's one of the reasons why we lost it so miserably. The last hard-fought match in the top 5. Let me think. I guess I would say Bill. Back when Bill was still around. He broke my nose that night, and he gave me a good bit. I was barely able to even see from the fact that my sinuses were just all messed up from when he hit me that one time.
Well, that had to suck.
Yeah, well, my nose was turned completely to the left, and I had blood dripping down my face, and I could barely see from the tears coming from my eyes, and he just messed me up, and I got attacked by Rotary security and stuff like that, which caused part of my little dark being there. So, but he gave me a hard fight, and that's all there is to it.
Top 5 strongest competitors you know of in the XSW.
Top 5 strongest, they're all pretty big guys. Juggernaut, I find, is the strongest guy. He earned his name,
yeah.
The Juggernaut. Ezekiel Ezel is a very strong guy. Hakuma, Joker Wild, and Connor Cross. Connor Cross is a small guy, but he packs some punch. He's got some power behind him. So
yeah, I've seen this guy lift Joker Wild up, and that can't be easy.
that right there, just him lifting it up, my back was starting to hurt just watching it. 'Cause I could barely lift Joker Wild off the ground. I got him maybe that much, and I was in pain. But the fact that he got him up on his shoulders and was swinging him, I was like, holy crap. So yeah, he's a strong guy, and top 5 guys, that's what I would give: Juggernaut, Ezel, Akula, Joker Wild, Connor.
I see. Possible alliances coming up in the future?
Like I said, mainly just focusing on me and my brother. If any other alliances show up, it's all good. I'm making friends with people in the locker room again. They're starting to forgive me for what's going on. Maybe bring back the original Cross Boys with me, Johnny, and Connor. You never know what can happen. Like I said, whatever happens, happens, and I welcome anything from the future to bring me further in my career.
What's your personal opinion on this whole thing between John Cena and CM Punk? Or do you not know what I'm referring to?
No, I was watching it because, like, Rodri was telling me some stuff and everything. And, like, I watched the video with CM Punk. I went on YouTube and watched it. And, like, I don't know. Like, I understand kind of where Punk's coming from with, you know, them giving John Cena, like, the spotlight all the time. And sometimes it kind of, like, gets under my skin. But, you know, John Cena shows up for work early every day. He's so good with the people. He busts his ass for this business. So, like, whatever he gets, he deserves. As far as what Punk's mentality is, I don't really agree with it. Like, I respect him for the straight edge thing, you know, his obedience to that. I respect his wrestling ability. It's just his attitude I really don't like. I don't like how he goes about things. I don't like how he tries to push things on people. And the fact that he wants to take the WWE title and go to Ring of Honor or IWGP and shit like that, I don't really agree with it. If you're going to be WWE champion, stick with your company, stick on your crown.
I have to agree with you there. Special someone's in your life?
Not right now.
You heard that first here. You heard it here first, ladies. He's single.
Yeah, just kind of focusing on my own personal things right now. You know, I had a lot of issues with love and stuff like that. As part of my ups and downs these past couple of months. Issues with my best friend. Just trying to get things straight, trying to get things in order, and hopefully in the future I can, you know, look for that special someone again.
Okay. Favorite food type?
Italian.
Italian?
Not even a question. Italian. Italian, and then like the Cajun food. If you mix it together, like you have my heart right there. Not like you get what I'm saying. You have my food heart right there.
Yeah.
I always said there's something I'm gonna miss about Louisiana. It's the cooking. I love Louisiana cooking. Like Cajun boiled crawfish is just awesome. I could eat that all day, all week. And then like Italian food, authentic Italian food. You know, I love cheese.
Who doesn't? Joker Wild recently released a video with a challenge to Hulk Hogan. He really is more of an ass than a clown. How do you think that's going to work out?
Well, considering Hulk Hogan has all these like injuries with his back and stuff like that, I doubt Hulk Hogan's going to do much. But Joker Wild has a big mouth, and I don't think Joker Wild really thinks that well. He's got his head up his ass. No pun intended.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah, but him challenging Hulk Hogan, I think, is a huge mistake because Hulk Hogan is, you know, he was able to body slam Andre the Giant. So imagine what he can do to Joker Wild if he was actually up to it. So whatever, Joker Wild can do whatever he wants. I don't care.
Okay, fantasy match. Sting versus Joker Wild.
Sting. I give the Sting because Joker Wild would be able to hit him and throw him around a little bit, but if you put in the experience factor and the fact that Sting's faced big guys like Joker Wild, guys bigger than Joker Wild, I give it to Sting all the way.
Juggernaut versus Abyss.
That honestly, even though there is an experience factor with Abyss, Juggernaut has just that thing that like, whenever he's down, he just that boost of energy that just, it's like he was never hurt to begin with, and like he's stronger than ever in that match, and so like maybe he has a chance against Abyss. It's a slight one, but maybe he does. So yeah, it's more Abyss than Juggernaut, but I think Juggernaut would have a chance.
Hakuma versus Jeff Jarrett.
That one, Hakuma. To be honest with Hakuma, he kind of gets under my skin from time to time with the way he tries to go about things. Now he's always just focusing on himself. He only worries about himself. He doesn't care about anybody else. He's a greedy guy. He's a selfish guy sometimes. Sometimes he can be cool. He can be really cool. But sometimes he just, at that point, I have to give the experience factor and the win over to Jeff Jarrett.
Okay. Let's see, who else we got on this list? Heath Nitro versus John Cena.
John Cena all the way. I'm sorry. Heath Nitro has no experience or like skill to even come close to John Cena. John Cena would like tear Heath Nitro apart.
Luke Cypher versus Goldust.
Goldust has the experience factor, and Luke Cypher has that intangible that like he just doesn't want to stay down. He's hardcore competitor all the way. So he would give Goldust a run for his money, I honestly believe. But again, like I said, experience factor. The experience factor always comes into play.
Right.
Always. like me, like I'd have a hard time with any WWE superstar, any of them.
Dennis Trahan versus Alex Riley.
Alex Riley's new to the WWE. He hasn't fully gotten his experience in yet, so maybe that could be part of Dennis's strategy. You know, I love my brother to death, but at the same time, Alex Riley has been in the ring with like big time competitors. Like everybody hates him, but The Miz. The Miz is a world champion, so you know, Alex Riley has an experience against world champions and stuff. So maybe he would give my brother a hard time. But maybe Dennis can pull something off. Dennis has got a heart.
Venable versus R-Truth.
R-Truth, mainly because how fast and how unorthodox R-Truth is, and the fact that he won a title while he was in the world title while he was in TNA. He won the NWA world title. So he's got that world champion experience. So yeah, R-Truth all the way.
And the big one, AJ Trahan versus Jeff Hardy.
Like I said, that's my dream match right there. And honestly, I know for a fact Jeff would beat me. Like there's no question about it. But like I said earlier, just being in the ring with Jeff, just facing Jeff would be like a dream come true and a huge honor. And believe me, I would not go down without a fight. I would hurt Jeff a little bit. I'd make sure I did.
Wow. We spoke to your co-workers, your friends, your athletes, your family, and asked them to come up with one word. If you could choose the one word that they would have said, what would that have been?
I don't really know exactly what they would say, like, as if they were all together. Like, right now, me and my family are having some issues. My friends, my co-workers, you know, some of them are the same, some of them are not. You know, I haven't really made friends with all my co-workers. They just kind of like, we know each other, we understand each other.
Well, the ones that would say positive things.
Honestly, the most positive thing they might say is that I care. Because, you know, I love my friends, I love my family. Like, I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I love the ones that I have, and I would do anything for them. So, yeah, maybe that I'm caring.
Okay. Well, it's been about 30 minutes now. I've run out of questions, so we want to thank you, AJ, for coming on the show.
No problem, man.
And good luck to your next couple of matches, and have a good time. This is DJ Bros, signing off.